You know those small little measuring things where it helps you identify like a full shot and then the other side's like a half shot and shit like that? You know where I'm going with this, right?
What's going on, dude?
No,
Am I the only one that's
I don't
oblivious
know
to
if me
this?
and Brendan are thinking the same thing.
All right, I'm gonna tell the story.
Okay.
So I'm gonna clarify what I'm saying. So we were going fast, we're going quick, we're doing dishes. It's like, bro, where's the jigger? I'm like, excuse me, what you call me? It's like, but this is my boy. Like I'm cool with it. Like, we were laughing with other like the jigger. I'm like, I don't work the bar. What the fuck is that? To me, I'm Asian. It sounds like you're calling me a racial slur, and we start dying. And then we got guests dying too, because they were like, "There's no fucking way." It's like the measuring jaw, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes on and find like, this is called a jigger. This helps you identify how much liquor you need as you're pouring.
I only realized what that was called because I saw a video where they were like, "Oh, you need to put like shots in here," like what he said something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. This identify how much you need.
The guy was like, yeah, I have a jigger. And he kept saying it, and the guy who was like there asking questions or telling them what drinks to make, he said it with the N word, and they all started freaking out. He goes, "What? What did I say?" And they thought they were playing around saying J instead of N.
Oh.
So his dumbass thought it was started with an N because they didn't want to say it.
Oh my god.
Like, bro, when I tell you that motherfucking shit threw me so fucking off for the rest of the day because I couldn't stop laughing. That shit was like, yo, there was no way someone thought this is a great idea to call it this.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome back to another beautiful episode of Los Hijinks. For those who don't know, my name is Brandon, and I usually don't need to introduce them, but for those who don't know, these two people are passionate, big-hearted, so welcoming, hard-working, lovable,
Horny motherfuckers.
Whoa. What the fuck?
passionate
That's another word for it.
gentlemen.
I was just trying to throw in words. I don't think anybody agreed. Okay. My name is Carlos.
My name's Daniel. You're just trying to describe yourself, not
Welcome
everyone.
Yo, we are Los Hijinks.
I was gonna be like, who are we?
We'll rewind that in the end.
Okay. Okay.
This man said,
Can I get a script?
horny.
That wasn't in the script.
Scared. Horny.
Scared. I'm not scared.
I am.
Dan got scared last night.
What?
Why?
What? For what?
Because you were looking up.
Oh, the stories.
Stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna. What are we gonna do, Dan?
We're
What
gonna
are we gonna do?
We're gonna be sharing some scary stories.
Sort of.
And sort of. Maybe one or two of these stories, or three, whatever, however many amount, will maybe help us think of something that we had as a scary story personally. There was one instance where I had a scary story where it kind of involves Brandon, but he wasn't there.
I got two then.
What?
Huh?
I kind of have two stories then.
Okay, so we'll bounce off from the stories we found on Reddit. And well, you were there. It was your house, but you weren't with us when that happened. It don't make sense. You know this story, Brandon. It don't make sense.
Do I? If I don't
Yeah.
even know what you're talking about?
You don't know this story.
I would know the story, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna read. Should I say the Reddit username?
Yeah.
Okay.
You always want to give them
Christopher's-
credit.
Yeah.
Okay. ChristopherSquawken. That's the name.
Okay.
It was a.
What if that's his real name? You just made fun of his last name.
Oh
bro.
man, I'm sorry. Fuck. So this is the story that reminded me of the one that
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell. I was sitting in my room after getting out of work on the second floor. My little bro was downstairs watching TV, and my dog was in the hallway outside of my door sleeping. All of a sudden, my dog starts making all kinds of racket, jumping around, barking. Yeah. Thank you. If you could add some sound effects, like I appreciate it.
Bro, hold on. Before you continue, I like when I look at Dan's dog, I go,
Yeah, he barks back at you. But the thing is, you don't see him that much. But when you do, anyways, he's howling. The dog's howling in the story, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Howling, that's a bark.
Well, I'm doing your sound effect.
Okay.
I go to get up to see what's up, and here, oh, that's a good girl. That's what the
Whoa.
quotation says, in a male voice.
Uh-huh.
It didn't sound like my little bro, so I go and say, oh, he's home early, or so like, and I'm thinking about my dad
Mhm.
or my dad's friend,
Oh my
so
God,
they're
damn.
roommate.
Okay.
Okay, that was the confusing part to me
All
when
right.
I read it. And I open the door. As soon as I get out, I see no one but the dog, waggling her tail, staring at the empty end of the hallway.
What the dog doing?
Apparently he's howling, or she's howling. Little bro comes upstairs and is yelling at me to, why did I get the dog riled up? And he heard the same voice saying the same thing. So if it wasn't him, and it wasn't the little bro, and it wasn't the roommate, who the fuck said that?
Who the fuck?
So this is the part that reminded me of the story. Like, so they basically went around the house,
Okay.
going to check out, see if maybe like there actually someone in there without them knowing. But they went around with a butterfly knife and a BB gun,
As you should.
and no one was there. It still gives them the spooks to this day. That's what they said. So ChristopherSquawken, I hear you, brother.
Any relate to that?
I relate to that because
Yeah, let me hear this.
All right, so I believe it was around Halloween time. This is one of the stories where Brandon had a girl over and his friends over at the same time.
Okay.
Freshman year?
Possibly, yeah, probably. Possibly it was that story with the blanket. Possibly not. It was around that time.
There's a lot of stories with the blankets.
Yeah, you know the story. If you haven't heard, check back.
To which one?
What episode?
It's a love episode. Is
Well,
it
I
the
think
love
so.
episode?
I think so. The third episode. Anyways, so in that time frame, that like freshman year, there was friends over at Brandon's house, and him and his girl, they were like, "We'll be right back," and then they go upstairs. They're like shuffling, like, "Yo, hurry up, hurry!" Listen.
Yo, I could see Brandon cringing right just listening to the story.
And at the time, I don't know. I'm not gonna name the girl, but Brandon knows the girl. There was a separate girl that was best friend.
Freshman year. It was freshman year.
Okay.
I
was
already
friends with
know where
Brandon.
this is going now.
And I think she was upset that Brandon and his girlfriend went upstairs to do their
Bang it
business.
thing.
Due
Uh-huh.
diligence.
So like, yeah, they were doing laundry. Anyways, so
What?
they're folding. They were taking their clothes off and folding it.
Brandon
out.
was folding something else.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh, this is supposed to be scary.
shit.
This is supposed to be scary. Scary. Okay.
yeah, I was gonna say. So we were eating food and we were
Mhm.
like, huh, where did she go? Clearly she's not upstairs
Mhm.
outside of Brandon's like door or hallway, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're like, where did she go? And we're trying to figure it out. We would go outside.
Oh, you were literally like looking around.
Inside the house, and then we were like, let's go outside. Maybe she's outside.
Yeah.
We were like,
At this point, it was like a missing person report.
kind of, right? We were like, what the? She seemed really upset, and then she just kind of vanished.
Oh, okay.
So we were like, oh, what's going on?
Uh-huh.
So our first thought was like, let's be prepared. Our friend had a tactical knife, as he always
Yeah.
brings, or a tomahawk, whatever
He
that.
had
Like,
this motherfucker had a military grade shovel that collapsed.
He's shovel. That's what it was.
Yeah.
All right, so he had that. For some reason, he also had a like BB gun or something.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the kitchen. We grabbed the knife, and our friend at the time, I think it might have been Grayson who had the knife. I was like, no, let's not grab that.
Okay.
And to not give me anything, sharp, would you like to know what they gave me as a weapon? Can you guess at all?
A spoon.
No. That would have been funny.
Hey, bro,
No.
what is spoon hurts?
A
I'm
knife
saying.
sharpener, that like long thing where you like
Why?
maybe like it's like fencing. You're like boom, like you can bonk someone on the head. Anyways,
Okay.
we're like, okay, Let's make our way out. We're like going. We're literally back to back to back to back. I believe there's 4 people with us.
They were
Okay.
in diamond formation.
Yeah, someone holding a BB gun, someone holding a shovel, someone holding another BB gun, and someone holding a knife
All right.
sharpener.
Just okay. You are not in a bad neighborhood.
No, but it was dark
You're
as fuck
looking
outside.
for a girl,
and we
and you're bringing weapons. What
Yeah.
the fuck did you guys think at the
Just
time?
because it's a nice neighborhood doesn't mean danger could be around the corner. All right.
Bro, who the
Yes.
fuck wants to be in a place where it's just like house after house and just trees all over?
It's like the woods. That's why
But
it
the
was
thing
scary
is,
to me, bro.
it's in the middle of nowhere. Anything could happen, especially in Bethany. It's very haunted, and there were creepers.
I believe what? Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
we went outside, diamond formation. Okay, all right. And I'm like literally shaking in my shoes, scared. I literally, I like the little leg thing. I'm scared.
Dan was petrified.
And we make our way up towards the school where Brandon lived next to.
Okay.
And I believe we found her there, but I don't know if it was on our way back or on our way going into the school.
Mm-hmm.
We're just walking, and then we see someone, like there's a house. All the lights are off. You can kind of see just a figure just still looking outside a window.
Which
just
house
looking
was
at
it?
us. I believe we deducted that it was like a gym teacher or someone who lived like two houses or 3 houses before the school.
Was it like a little bit back with full of trees in front of it?
I don't know. It's been a while. Brandon's gonna be like, wait a minute. No one was living there at the time.
No. I know what house you're talking about. That house was a little bit weird and suspect.
Oh
but they were just nice people.
Okay. Well, like the TV, you can see like flashing of like ads or whatever. You didn't actually see the TV, but there was just like this guy just looking out the window at us. So we're like, guys, and then we ran the other way. We're like, and then we found her at the school where she was just sitting, and we were like, what the fuck? Why are you like out here by yourself? What the hell? And we just we're like, let's get out of here. We were like this was freshman year. So we were like, I don't know, 14, 15 years old, outside, diamond formation, hoping that let's say there was something outside. What the fuck am I going to do with like a knife sharpener?
You just help.
I hope the killer sharpen their knife.
No, I was gonna say you help Lenny sharpen his like tool.
Oh, yeah. But that happened. I was like, but I was so like, I was so relieved that we found her. But I was so pissed off too, because I was like, we had to go out. And like, I was so scared.
What if that teacher wasn't even looking your way?
That wasn't even a teacher.
I don't even think it was a teacher, but I said it could have been
Okay,
like.
but what if he was just looking at his TV? He's just like, nice TV. You can see the whole thing, and you guys think that he's looking at
Yeah,
you.
but dude, I don't know.
Right?
That scared me for real. Like, you know what the Will Ferrell meme, the I'm so scared right now. That's how I
Shut
felt.
up.
Yeah, shut up. I'm so scared right now. That's how I felt that day. I was like, oh my God, I hate everything about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you my side of the story. To be fair, all right.
I was banging. All right.
So I was in the room, right?
I was doing my I was doing my due diligence. Okay? I get this fucking phone call. I think it was from Grayson or you. He's like, bro, we need some help. Like, she's missing. Cause like I didn't think of it at first when I heard you guys go outside. Cause I thought you guys were just gonna go outside and hang out for a little bit while I was doing my thing. But no. And then in a panic was, yo, she gone, bro. Like she gone. I'm like, huh? So I was like, oh well, gotta stop folding clothes, Hey yo, we gotta go real quick. And she was like, what the fuck? I was like, just get your ass up, because this is at this point of the friendship her and I had. It was very complicated. Because like Dan said, she was very upset because
You could say it's a little terrifying.
Dude, the freaking friendship I had with this person was so complicated. It pissed me off. But I was like, all right, well, let's go find her. Bro, literally. Oh, and then her friend was also there.
Was it?
Bro, how many girls did you have over?
No, I remember it was a girl I was with. Her friend was there.
Was that the same day? You're gonna have to.
Oh yeah, that was the same day because I remember that day. because we all went to the middle school after we found her, because they also went with you, and May and her friend were talking, and Emma was by herself, and then everybody else was fucking around, and I had to go talk to Emma because obviously she was in a pissy fucking mood.
So I gotta cut out all these names.
You don't have to. I don't give a fuck. This was literally like 8 years ago.
All right, cool. Because I'm saying, who's gonna hold this grudge, bro?
Yeah, like I don't give a fuck. Nah, she was fucking stupid for leaving and not saying anything.
Like I didn't even get to finish folding the clothes, bro. I didn't get to finish. What do they do with the volcanoes? They put like baking soda and then they put vinegar. I forgot. I didn't.
The science experiments.
Yeah, I did not finish putting the vinegar in the baking soda. Anyways, that's crazy.
I think that same night, or that same like month, I was introduced to Five Nights at Freddy's.
And then that thing made it even worse for you or something?
No, it's just like I just remember like, oh man, it's hard to sleep because someone like it's still imagining that figure in the window, and then like the next week being introduced to Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, Dan couldn't sleep for like a whole month.
Yeah,
for real.
That's probably like the scariest October ever.
I somewhat have a story like that.
Mm.
I was born, but like I was still a little, bro. All right,
I was born.
So no.
That's my
Sorry.
story.
Born at a very young age.
I was bored.
You heard me.
Bro, I just came out the womb and just started crying. That shit was horrible.
Doctor
Last
looked
time I
at
was
you and
happy.
you were like, boo.
So when we were moving out of New Haven,
Mhm.
we found an apartment in Ansonia.
Okay.
Okay. So I was like around 4, and from what my parents have told me is that this house was like it was all right, but the thing is that they lived across like I think it was a cemetery.
Mm.
You know this story?
No.
No?
Well, I think he has a feeling he knows.
Okay.
Ooh.
I wasn't
No.
born yet, so I don't know the story.
Well, I don't know if you do know this story because it's mostly only Julio and then
I don't think so. It sounded like you were gonna say cemetery, so I was like connecting the dots.
okay. So
Cement.
me as a kid, right? I was always a crybaby, right? But I did go to bed. But then there was these late nights where I just started crying and then got off the bed and just sat on the floor and just cried for hours, right? That's crazy.
Okay, damn.
So there was this one night where my pops started hearing bang noises,
Oh, hell no.
right? And my dad got scared. And then my uncle, Tío Julio, heard it too, right? I'm trying to remember this story.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah. That is
hopefully
very close to that story.
So
too.
hopefully I did not I'm not leaving anything out, or I'm like accurately telling this. So they both hear the noise, and my dad tells Tío Julio, yo, like, we should go check it out because we don't know whether it's people trying to break in. You don't know, right?
You grabbed the BB gun, I grabbed the knife sharpener.
No, Tío Julio had the wooden bat. I don't know if you remember it. Like, he had a wooden bat. So he had that, and then I think my dad, I forgot what the fuck he had. Or I don't even know if he like brought anything. And they were like looking at the windows and shit, and then like I think they were gonna head down, and Tío Julio's like, all right, you go check this way, I'm gonna go this way. He goes, okay.
They split up.
My dad goes so alone downstairs thinking that Tío Julio's behind him.
You got my back, right?
What? He literally pulled that. And my dad's like, fuck it. I think he was still checking, and I think he got scared. He went back up. And my uncle, I think, was still upstairs. Or he went somewhere else to go check. And then nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then again, they tried going back to sleep. And I don't know if it was like a few minutes or like an hour passed, and they started hearing it again. And then this time they were just like, what the fuck do we do? Like, they checked the windows quickly and everything. And then I don't know if this was the exact same day or it could have been another day. My dad saw just a man figure looking at the house from the cemetery at his house, just like he couldn't really see his face, but he was just standing there.
You could tell oh my God.
Bro. And my dad freaked out, and he closed the blinds, and he goes, what the fuck? Like he started freaking out. And like this happened a few times. We literally only lasted there for like a week.
Really?
Before you found a new crib?
Yeah. It was just literally like
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Before you...
like it was
Oh.
quick, dude. We didn't like they didn't care about my parents didn't care about the security deposit. They didn't care anything. They just left.
They said, fuck this.
And my dad was telling me this story and I'm like, is that really like you guys think it was ghosts? Cause he
We
thought
don't think.
no. So the thing is that as a baby, right? If you're sleeping with your parents or anything, if you start crying and get out of bed, I don't know where this came from, but apparently like if there's bad spirits around, babies do not like laying down in the bed. They'd rather go on the floor, right? And that happened with my little sister too. She did not sleep on the bed.
I'm terrified of having kids because the moment they're like, "Mama," or
Bro,
"Father, there's something right there," I'm like, no, there's not."
So that happened, and then I was telling my dad about it again. Like I was curious about it, just like making sure about every detail.
Yeah. When you're curious like that, you want to know everything.
And he goes, okay, so he goes, I didn't tell you this part. Apparently, someone was living downstairs, and it was the owner's brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they went to go check that out, and it seemed like no one was living there because it still looked like they were like fixing everything up.
Like boarded up?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
shit.
boarded up, like
Spray painted danger.
there was like nothing in there. And my dad was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, bro, this shit.
Like they didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I think the owner was still living in that house. He thought it could have been witchcraft, that what she was doing, trying to scare people off by that, like stealing their money, but scaring the shit out of them.
That's a lot of work to be like, I'm gonna take their money, I'm gonna dress up as something, and then stand outside the
No.
cemetery.
Like she could have been doing some witchcraft shit. Like
brujeria.
Yeah, like fucking I don't know what, but why would I be scared of laying in the bed if there's no spirits or like her trying to make some shit up? So my dad's like, no, it could have been like witchcraft.
It would have been mad
like,
funny if you were just like, man, the bed's uncomfortable. I'm just gonna sit on the on the seat or
Like-
the floor.
Yeah, and then I think my dad found that out. I think like years, maybe like a year or two. I can't remember what exactly, but they both found out that that lady was doing it to other people.
Oh,
like scamming them.
Yeah, scamming them, but it was still probably like witchcraft shit because there was no one living there.
the poor bastard who chose to live there like during Halloween. It's like, oh, that's probably just like some ornament right there, like, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Oh man.
But that's what happened, dude.
Yo.
And it's fucking crazy. I wish my dad was here to like tell the story because he would tell it perfectly. And I still get the goosebumps hearing it.
That
'Cause
gave
he-
me chills, dog. I,
know.
ain't gonna lie.
Dude, nah. And then that's when we were saying Ansonia is like literally a ghost town because everything there is just shit.
Connecticut is just a ghost state.
It really is, honestly. It's weird.
Baron, do you have a story? Maybe it doesn't have to be similar to that, but do you have a story before I read the next one?
Actually, yeah, because I was
Ooh.
going off, but since we're doing personal stories, I do have a personal one.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
So this is when I was living in Bridgeport, and this
It's
is
all
like,
in Connecticut.
yeah, it was like one of those like two family things, but like it had a single door but multiple mailbox, and it had like separated stairs, and you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this joint was haunted as fuck because there's multiple encounters.
Ooh.
So one account, like I'm gonna say like couple of like real like crazy shit encounters. The upstairs, my family didn't want to tell me because my cousins were living on the bottom. I was on the top. They didn't like people. They would always say people move out, but they didn't say why they would move out. And we found out, but we still lived there. For like,
This place
for
is
good-
haunted. We'll take it.
yeah, like, and it was close to school. Like it was like a couple blocks away from school, so we would walk to school. There would be nights where my sister, she had her own room, but I slept with my parents. She'll wake up crying, and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" But she was so shook, and we didn't even know why. So that night I was like, my parents were like, hey, sleep with her tonight and make sure you guys are okay. I'm like, okay, no worries. And
he's like, but I'm scared too. Why
I was scared too. Like, why the fuck is she crying? And then I found out why. So in the middle of the night, I would feel touching on my toes. I'm like,
Ugh.
I would push her, like, stop touching me. She's like, I'm not touching you.
Yo, I swear to God, if you touch me.
Literally, like, we started, like, bickering. But then we were like, okay, fine, whatever. And then the sheets will pull off us, like, slowly. We're like, hey, yo, ain't no way this shit happened right now. And then, like, we got up. You know how when you go to hotels and shit, the fucking sheets are hard to pull off?
Oh, like when you like put them on you?
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
so that's what we did. We fucking tucked the fuck out of our blankets just so it wouldn't move, and we laid like stiff, and we kept our eyes open, look at each other, like if something moves, we know it's not us.
Dude,
Right?
You gave me just an image in my head where you look at each other like, oh, there's nothing there, and you like
look
like this. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck no. Oh.
Bro, the blankets started moving again. And we were like, ain't no. So we got up and we ran to our parents' room, and they were like, "Yo, we got work in the morning. Could just go to bed. Like it's all right."
Whenever a kid says like, "Yo, something's up," you should probably listen to the kid.
Yeah.
They don't lie.
And then as the night goes on, we hear someone crying.
Oh,
So we
hell no.
No. We walk out, and we kid you not, in the bathtub, because with the way it worked,
All right.
it was her room and then a small little hallway that would go straight to my parents' room, but on the left it would be the bathroom and the small little like closets for the bathroom supplies and stuff like that. And the bathroom, we see someone like in fetal position, like shaking back and forth crying. We turn the lights. This bitch, it was like almost like The Grudge, long hair like all the way face down, but she was covered in fucking blood.
And you both saw this?
Yes, we both saw this shit, and we both ran out crying. And we're like, "Mom, Dad, bathroom, and what?" And they thought one of us like peed all over the floor or something like that. Bro,
did you shit your pants again?
Come on, man. Dude, it's the third time this week.
Like it was 30. I was about to say, yeah. They're like, "What? What's going on?" And bro, I shit you not, that person was gone. We didn't know what the fuck was going on at that time. And we're like, yo, ain't no fucking way we just saw someone in the bathroom covered in blood crying.
The shared experience parts is what gets me. You both saw it.
Yeah. And then another occurrence is in the attic. My oldest cousin would live up there.
Oh,
and
fuck no, dude. I'm not living in the attic.
It's funny because at first we were scared, but then we started inviting it, and it started becoming chill. So
you're covered in blood, but like, yeah, you're good.
No, this was a whole different person.
Oh, okay.
It was like a little girl, and at first we were hanging up there, and like it was scary because we hear like little like skitter noises, like foot walks, and then like little giggles. We were younger at the time. We were like, none of us.
The Call of Duty mystery box is leaving.
Like none of us said anything. We looked at each other like paranoid as fuck, and we found out from previous owners like, the attic's haunted. This place is haunted. There's been murders because obviously it was Bridgeport. But as years went on,
some dude in the fucking bathtub sometime.
Yeah, we're just like, yo, you guys are fucking assholes.
God damn.
But as years go on, we would just chill with that little girl. Like whenever there's movies and we hear noises, we invite the little girl. Like, hey, you want to come watch the movie with us? Or like if we're playing board games, like, hey, you want to come play with us? We wouldn't hear anything, but like things would like move and shit in the room as we're like playing the games or watching the movies, like letting us know like that little girl was there, but she didn't find danger in us, and we didn't find danger in her because we fucked with each other.
Bro, nah.
This just reminds me of like Haunted House, like the scary movie.
Yeah.
Like they just invite, like, yo, come, dab me up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you know this. Well, yeah, you most likely do. So demons like to disguise themselves as little kids, thinking that they're innocent.
Yeah.
So, what you could have saw could have been the demon, and then it turns into a girl, like a little innocent girl, quote unquote, and then there's her true form or whatever, right? So if you were inviting this spirit, it's like, I'm gonna get attached to one of you. So it could have attached to you guys or some shit.
It's whatever. You know, it didn't bother us that much.
He's like, I'm not in Connecticut anymore.
Yeah, like I'm gone from that place.
This motherfucker passed it on to someone else.
Bro, as soon as he started banging, it was like 1, 2, 3.
So okay, I have a question,
Uh huh.
or not question, a comment. Like, you know, have you seen like those? You were talking about like the blanket or someone like tickling your feet or something like that. You've seen that video with like the guy is like, all right, if there's any spirits, he pulls like a grenade and he throws it at the bottom of the of the bed. He's like, no.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Wait, what?
A guy in like a full body like suit, like just black color. He just like trying to run away from the grenade. He's like, no, and then he just boom.
It's acting like it's
Yeah.
demon. Yeah, I see that.
No, wait.
Okay, so there's another story that I had that sort of is like not.
Damn, I
Well,
just
actually,
read one story.
yeah.
We're all like
Well, you
bouncing
can
off.
relate to it.
Damn.
So at work,
Uh-huh.
pretty sure it's haunted, right?
Right now,
The
Yeah,
bakery?
deadass.
Damn.
Yeah. So I had to
the
open
ghost is hungry.
Right.
for some fucking reason. They're like, no, it's the baker that was here, because there was a bakery
The
there.
baker.
first.
Oh, I have a story now too. Fuck.
So they were
Go ahead.
saying that it could have been the baker, the owner, just roaming there, right? Okay. So back then I used to open up on the weekends. So Saturday and Sunday I had to go in at like 5:30 a.m. and start prepping everything, start baking shit and everything. So there would be times where I'm like either putting music on the speaker that we had or I put my earphones on.
Mm.
It was just one. And I'm doing everything. I'm moving shit. There's noises, right? But it's mostly from like refrigerators, the ovens just clicking.
Okay.
But you can tell when a person is looking at you.
Yeah.
You can tell when there's a presence.
Oh, I'm fully aware of everything around me, dude. There's times where like I feel like someone's thinking behind me. I'm like, all right, there's nothing there. Like I'm putting stuff away, and I feel like someone's behind me.
I was literally walking slowly towards Dan one time. He goes, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I'm fully
I'm
aware.
like, how'd you know that?
Everyone says that. I'm like, you can't scare me, because I'm like always an alert. I'm always on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, Dan's always on high alert, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel. Like, I think it was like the 4th or 5th time I started opening up by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I started feeling that.
Oh, just you?
Yeah, it was just me.
God.
No one else was there. It was just me. And then my boss would come in like later in the day. But I felt that and I was like, I went like this one time thinking that like someone came through. No, like someone opened a door and I couldn't hear it because we didn't have like a bell or anything at that time. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Thinking that it was some other
Like a gust
coworker.
of wind or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? And it was just no one. I'm okay. And I keep working. And then from the corner of my eye, I swear, like something just walked. I can't explain it, but there's like 2 walls and then there's just like a door. Right?
Okay.
Or like a little gate, I guess. I don't know. They're like swinging doors.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
remember
I
that?
remember.
Okay.
From the front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I swear to you
Oh,
that
that's what you mean. Yeah, sorry.
I saw someone go to like a side where I can fully see, and they just walked through, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, wait, someone here? I didn't even realize, and they were just fixing shit up. Like I don't know what, dude. I was just like, I was still like pretty sleepy, and I'm like working, and I'm like,
Fuck that.
I went out, and I wasn't scared or anything. I was just like, what the fuck? And there was just like no one. I'm like, I start going in the corner. I'm just like looking like this. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay. I start going back, and I keep working, and then I thought, or not thought, but I heard the back door just close. Not even open, close.
Okay.
And I looked. I was like, what the fuck? Who's here? And then there was no one, dude.
Did you look at cameras afterwards?
No,
Are you not allowed
there
to
were
do-
no cameras.
Oh.
And I was like,
of
okay.
course.
And this is what I was like, okay. I go all the way to the back and I'm looking through the bathroom, the closet. I look outside and it's just pitch black. I'm like,
Dude.
it was still like 6 a.m. or some shit, right? And it was just dark.
And then
But
you turn,
it felt just way more darker in the
In the
back
closet?
alley. No, in the back alley.
Okay.
Not the closet, the back alley.
Closet.
And I'm
where
like,
you enter? From
the back, yeah.
Okay.
but it was just dark, bro. And I was like, okay, I don't like this. And I close it, and I'm like, all right, whatever. And I swear to you,
Oh my god.
the swinging
Don't
door
say it. Don't say it.
creaked
Oh god.
as if it like moved. I'm like, oh my fucking god, dude. And I was
Like,
wearing a
why
headphone.
me?
I was wearing a headphone. I'm like, fuck this. I'm just gonna blast my music. I don't care. I need to get this shit done. I don't have time to play.
Then you look for the other headphone and it's missing, and then it turns out the ghost was like,
You
"Yeah, turn
hear
it up."
floating in the air.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever, dude. And I
this
keep
shit
working.
bumping.
I keep working, and I still feel like someone's staring at me and shit. I'm like, whatever. No, like I'm not gonna feed my fear into it. I just keep working. I still keep doing these things. And it happened a few times like that. And I kept telling my manager, like, yo, something's up. Because I swear to you, like, I feel something. And it's just like no one else has experienced it.
No one has said anything else?
Not even my boss. No one. And it was just me. I'm like, okay, no, something's wrong.
All right, this ghost is racist. Okay, what's going on?
And when I first got out of there, like not working there, I started working somewhere else. They started experiencing it. And when I came back, everyone that was there experienced it.
That's fucking crazy,
And then,
dude.
so my coworker, when he was telling me, like, when we were like first talking and shit, he's like, "Do you believe in ghosts?" I was like, "Yeah, I do. I believe."
Is
in
that
spirits."
you told me that story too? I think.
What?
You were talking about you believe in ghosts. You think you said that to your coworker? I think I remember that.
And he's just like saying, "Yeah, like, have you ever experienced some like ghost shit?" I was like, "Yeah, I have." It was just like, I told him about the story of Ansonia, my house right now. Fucking.
What the fuck is in your house now?
Oh, it's nothing bad. No, it's not
Yeah,
like,
like I've been here how many times?
it's not a bad spirit. No,
I slept here last night. You didn't say anything.
yeah, it's not a bad spirit. No.
Okay.
There is something here, but it's not bad. It's like, it's all good.
Can you pass the sugar? Yeah, sure, homie.
It just slides over.
Yeah.
And then I brought up the story about the bakery, and he starts laughing, just like what the fuck? And he told everyone he's experienced it too. And I was like, what?
Bro, the
And
fact that none of y'all know, like, connected that until then.
And but like, I told my story, and then I was like, see, like, how the fuck
Did
You-
this
you
person,
got- yeah,
this
like-
person.
like you guys didn't believe me,
Yeah.
but now that you guys have experienced it, like, really?
The baker's like, all right. I'm going to stop messing with this guy. I'm going to start messing with everyone else.
But they all
He's
kind
like,
of
he's had enough fun.
they all kind of had like the same experiences of like them feeling like early morning or some shit. Like the door opens, and now there's a bell now. So when the door opens, there's like a little bell that rings, right?
Ding.
Yeah,
Dude,
some
that
shit.
would actually kind of creep me out more. Like, who's there?
Hearing the
Like,
noise.
Yeah, I know.
And then we all experienced something in December when I was working a lot, and this was like 5 a.m. We're like all doing shit, and the bells go off. Nothing is open. The bells just go off 3 times, I think. The doors did not open. Nothing. It was just them. Like, we all looked at each other like, what the fuck?
All right, so we're not coming in tomorrow, right?
And we were just like, what the fuck, dude? And then we all just started joking. He was like, what if it's just the baker that was here? And he's just like
okay.
roaming still. Not like trying
Good
to
old
scare
times.
us.
He's just supervising you guys. He's doing his old job.
It's like you turn around and you see like the bread flipping in the air by itself.
But yeah, like sometimes it freaks us out, but some other times we're just like, oh,
You laugh
it's
it off?
fucking, yeah, we're
Yeah.
just like, really, dude.
What do you think I'm laughing this whole episode? You know, I'm scared inside. You know what I mean? Like, I do have a story. Like
that?
yes, but at the restaurant.
Mm.
I don't think I ever told Brandon. To be fair, nothing really ever happened to me,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like firsthand experiences.
Oh
But
yeah, there was something in.
I think your dad experienced something there too. And like this all connects to me in my head because there was like an old painting there
Okay.
of what it was before.
Mhm.
And like 18 whatever, it's not like 1800s, it's like 1920
Okay.
when it was first built. So remember how it looked, Brandon, and everything, right? The restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was stuff missing in the original version, but it was like a market, right?
Uh-huh.
Like
Oh,
a
but-
long
okay,
time
yeah,
ago
yeah,
when
yeah.
it was first built. And it was passed down generation until us.
Mm-hmm.
We were the first people to lease it. And apparently for a while, like while my
Uh-huh.
brother was working, he just had nightmares.
Oh God.
Yeah. I believe Papa Julian did too, like one time. I believe your dad did too when he was working there. Correct? You're smiling, so I don't know. Is it true? I'm not worried.
Is that what the fuck it
Is it
is?
true? What?
I had nightmares
Spirit?
too.
You had.
I thought that was just me being a bitch, bro. I was like, why is my mind?
What did you have nightmares of?
Dude, I died in some dreams.
Oh fuck!
That's
Oh,
not a
damn.
good thing.
I know.
What the hell? In the restaurant?
What?
Like-
oh, no.
Like
Like,
nothing relating to the restaurant?
well, there was this one time where I thought it was working.
Okay.
It felt real.
Okay. You'd lucid dream a lot too, right?
No.
No?
There's the times that I've done it.
Okay.
Not like intentionally, but where I've half lucid dream. But it felt like that. But I had nightmares where I was just fucking dying, or like I cough and then I die. That literally happened in a nightmare. I just coughed and died. Right? And then there was other times where
That's crazy.
if I'm like, I don't fucking remember those. But I swear to you that I died in some of them.
I've never heard this thing. I never actually brought it up because I didn't think you
And-
had that experience.
And I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was just me. And then my little sisters started.
Is that when that happened?
What?
Where you said your little sister just got out of the bed? Is that when that happened? Or is that?
No,
something
this was when she was younger.
Oh, okay.
But she also, not also got nightmares, but I think she also got scared of the back where the bathrooms are. And
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I think that's where that motherfucker was, or that's when that old guy was. Not, I don't, don't come after me. But Brent, you didn't have any like bad juju feeling when you were there, right?
Honestly, no, because I've noticed the shrines and the ritual shits like hanging around the stores. So I feel like after you guys went through all that shit, like, all right, fuck it, guys, come on, let's cleanse the place.
Okay, so that's where I was leading into that. I kind of forgot that was like visibly there. So my parents, or more my mom, I think, asked your mom or something. Like there was like people that we knew, and it was a lady who came in, and would like cleanse the place, and like spiritually would like be like trying to see what's going on.
Mhm.
And I think she found out that it was like the old original owner. I don't know what. Maybe he was like racist. Like actually, maybe he's fucking with us more like that. Because it didn't seem like there was like an issue with like the previous owners.
Yeah.
So, or not that they told us. But apparently, like, so everyone's having nightmares. I had no idea. I'd never had a nightmare like about that or during that time. Like when I have a nightmare, it's usually like, it's like not rare, but it does happen. Like I like, it's not about the restaurant, but it was. I don't remember having nightmares significantly at that time. So when they were doing these ritual things, they were like, "Come here," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I went to like the back area where the bathrooms were. And the thing is, I have a good relationship with the bathrooms over there because they
Huh?
my point is like I never like going to the bathroom public spaces, but because I was at the restaurant so much, like I had to
Go.
I had to go
Yeah, I
there.
know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like I went to the back area and they were like, "Oh, they're talking to me." They put their hand on my shoulder. They're like, "Listen, these things are happening, blah blah blah," and they're talking to me about it. And they're like, "Has anything happened to you?" I'm like, "No." Like, okay, that's what I thought. And they're telling me that you're the strong one here. You're the dude who's like, they're not even like going after. And I'm like, what?
You're the chosen one. You're the one to fight them
They literally
all.
said that shit. I was like, well, all right, I never agreed to fight anything, but like, you know what I mean? Like, they literally said something like that, and I'm like, I guess I've never had a nightmare for that reason, but for them to tell me that, I'm like, oh, All right. But that also related to something else in like the family and like the core of the family. That's why we had those like red bracelets. That like each member of the family needed to wear that to cleanse and everything, and it had a meaning to it. But like they gave mine like that, like the chosen one meaning. It was like wings, something about soaring and flying, something like that. But they told me that, and I was like, damn, what the fuck? I never had a nightmare about like this. And the fact that you did, your dad did, my brother did, or our grandfather did,
okay.
That's crazy to me.
You know what's the crazier part? Now that I'm thinking about this, remember how it's like, remember? I literally just said it a few minutes ago that I died in some dreams. Yeah. After my car accident, I stopped having nightmares.
Was it like a
so you had these dreams basically like almost recently, basically?
What do you mean?
4 years ago? Accident?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Damn.
And the night before it happened, I was nervous as hell. But like,
oh my god.
And that's where I started.
Too real. What the fuck?
And I was like, no, I think I'm just like overreacting. Like it's nothing. It's nothing. And I started feeling more like nervous and then like anxious. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was gonna go upstairs to tell my pops like, yo, I'm fucking feeling like anxious right now. Like
I think you said that to me, that you felt somewhat anxious the day before. Yeah.
But I was just like, whatever, no.
Dude, that's wild.
And like, I could not sleep, and I had to take like melatonin for it to go away. Oh shit. And when I woke up, I started feeling it again. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? The thing is, that day where I was like feeling anxious, I guess my parents had like an argument, and my sister was also upset. I was like the only one who didn't really like pay attention to all that. And then I thought it was because of that, but I'm not really sure. And then when we were going to head to work, not the whole ride, but getting in the car and everything, like everything just felt
eerie or
still.
Something? Okay.
It was quiet.
Oh, on the way to work?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my dad seemed upset, and I was like, oh, whatever, I'm not going to say anything to him. And I was going to take my phone. I was like, no, I don't want to see my phone right now. I was going to take my headphones, like, no. And my dad's driving. And then as soon as like the car hit our car, I'm not even joking, bro. It's like my ears opened up and heard everything now. And when I tell you that my life flashed before my eyes, I literally just everything. And
you saw it? Yeah. Everything. Okay.
And then I didn't tell my dad that feeling where like where I died in the dreams, it felt like that.
Oh, damn, bro.
That's why I was just like, I was scared because I thought it was going to happen. It felt like a
premonition?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa.
But nothing happened. And then I was like, wait, what if it wasn't like, I don't know, like maybe a dream like that could have happened, and like me and my pops, or I don't know. And I checked on my pops just quickly, and he was fine. And I was like, wait, fuck, I'm not dreaming then.
Have you ever told this to anyone, connecting those dots?
Oh, no, not that.
Okay.
But now that you said that, like, I thought it was just, like, no, like I said, I thought it was just me having nightmares just because I was being a bitch. But
goddamn,
I told my dad everything about like me being really nervous that night and not being able to sleep. Like I just felt anxious. And then I don't know if I told him like, did you not feel like it was just quiet? Like,
yeah,
at all? And he just like, he can't really remember. Because it's like, I don't know if he was feeling like an out-of-body experience that morning. So I can't really, I don't know.
Or maybe he like took it out of his head for a while and not think about it.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know, dude.
I'm like,
sorry.
Dude, that's fucking nuts.
But I don't know if you ever felt like this, Dan, but going to the restaurant, it's like you don't want to be there. Not like
for
work.
Different reasons, yeah.
I felt like I didn't want to go in there because it just felt like a drag or like a bad vibe. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why the fuck am I feeling like that? My dad also felt like that.
I just didn't like it because it took a lot of things away from us
Yeah.
financially.
But it just felt like that. I'm like, oh, I don't know. But after that accident, I did not feel anything else.
Like that feeling
Yeah.
working. Oh, damn.
So I don't know if it was because the motherfucker put some shit on me and it didn't work and he just like gave up. Or what? I don't know, dude.
Maybe you look like me, so he was like, "Oh no, it's not
I
him."
was like,
It's
let's get this
He
motherfucker.
goes, it's like the day where the accident was happening. He goes, oh no!
Yeah, my bad, dog. We fucked up.
You know which one I'm talking to? That guy who was playing Cyberpunk.
I don't even know what the fuck to look up for that, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. You did that so well. Like I actually thought you were choking on something. Oh fuck.
That wasn't. I guess that's a scary story, but it wasn't really like.
Well,
that's
it's scary in a different sense. It's not like aha boohoo, like boohoo, like boo's scary. Ooh, like it was more like real life scary.
really, yeah. I almost died.
I
It's
know.
still scary, yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's real life scary.
I just like joke around about it now.
Oh, just to clarify, my memory's a little hazy at that time when that was happening and that lady was telling me of that, because I didn't know things were happening until later when my mom was like, "Oh, did you know that this happened?" And that's why the lady came in. I was like, "Oh, for real?" Like she didn't tell me like spirits. She was just like, "You're the one who's gonna lead your family out of here." And that's what really put a lot of pressure on me back then. That's why when I was like, oh, college, oh, thinking about all that, because I was like, I need to help my family out. That's what really put pressure on me. So at that time, I didn't think about ghosts. I'm only now connecting to it because I'm like, I wonder if maybe that's why she said that to me, because I didn't have nightmares.
So similar to, so you know how in Connecticut, obviously I was taking care of my grandparents and until,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
life happens to them tragically.
Mm-hmm.
So when my grandfather died, obviously I was in a bad place, and Amanda had to go on a business trip. So hey, come with me, because it was in Massachusetts. So we drove there during the business trip. Blah blah blah. I hung out in the hotel room while she was doing her work stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got back, my dad was mad, not because I left, because of the events that was going on at home while I was gone, and he didn't know what the fuck to do. So there was this picture that my dad and I found in the shed while we were cleaning, and it was a picture of my cousin's mother and his fraternal father and him when he was younger, but it was all beat up and stuff, and the face of the mother was like all fuzzy and stuff like that, because obviously it was wear and tear, and it would leak into there
Like Coco.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So my dad was telling me what was going on was while I was gone, and also my mom was saying, while you guys were gone, my cousin Nate's mother was here. I'm like, how? She died like 5 years ago. I was like, I know, but the picture is the reason why. The picture was outside, and it was almost like a sign of disrespect. And she was telling me, and she was like, she was mad because we didn't allow her in the house. But she was saying once we took the photo in the house, everything stopped. I'm like, what do you mean? What was everything? And she was telling me at night, we had a TV like in the kitchen area.
Yeah.
In the kitchen? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They
above.
were saying in the middle of the night, the TV would turn on, like blasting max volume, playing the Thai soap operas and news and stuff like that. At first they thought, At first they were like, okay,
That's
weird,
scarier
there's a
than just
glitch.
static.
The garage doors would open.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all
I
doors.
didn't put
Yeah,
that in
yeah,
my
yeah,
head. I
yeah.
was like, the garage door. Yeah, the garage door is open.
No, but they would. Like, you could hear it when they open, especially late at night when someone comes home. But
Oh, yeah.
obviously, we would obviously let them know if we're coming home or not. But since we were gone for nearly a week,
Mm-hmm.
every single night they would open up at almost like the same exact time. And so they thought they would disconnect one. The third bay garage, nothing. Great. That one wouldn't open. But then the second bay garage would open. Boom. They disconnect that. And obviously they needed one bay open because that's the one that mainly drives. So that bay would open every night and close every night. like repeatedly.
Oh.
And then once they bought the photo, and fine. And as my grandmother was passing throughout that time of her worst case, the garage doors will open again. And apparently, like, my aunt, she's very superstitious, blah, blah, blah. Like, she cleans the house and everything. But she was saying, while my grandmother was passing, she invited all of our past aunts, uncles, and great-grandparents, stuff like that, into the home. So while I was living there, I was experiencing even more paranormal shit. The garage door was opening. The TVs or computers would be fucking up. Or they would turn on by themselves.
Brent, you did tell us about, like,
paranormal stuff happening. Yeah.
So we tried to cleanse the house even more. And then when my grandmother passed, this is one of the main reasons why I needed to move out of Connecticut, especially at the house. I would have dreams for nearly a year to 2 years. I didn't overcome those dreams until like 2 years ago, like after my first year settling in Florida. But I would have dreams of my like, you know how my grandmother's room was literally right across from my room, so I could always keep an eye on her.
The guest.
Yeah. So I had literally, this dream, I could still remember it till this day, and it always happens the same exact thing, like it's Groundhog's Day. I'll be sleeping in my bed, not sleeping. I'll be laying in my bed watching something, and at one point, I'll look at my grandmother. She's laying in bed, taking a nap. I'll look back at the TV. I'll look back again. She's out of the bed, gone. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look back at the TV, but my grandmother's there in front of my face, like on top of me. And she starts strangling me. And she says, "You're the reason why I'm dead." Like repeatedly. And that's when I'll wake up from my nightmares. And I never really told anybody about this dream.
Hey, bro, you gotta get cleansed.
And no, I did get that. That's why I was able to overcome this dream like 2 years ago, because I told my superstitious aunt and she cleansed me, and she was telling me my grandmother wasn't upset that I was she thought like I was the reason why I was dead. No, she was upset because she didn't want to leave yet, but obviously the cancer overtook her body more. And we couldn't really do anything about it. Because at one day she was fine. She was talking, eating. That very next day, she couldn't move. She couldn't eat. She couldn't do anything. And she kept calling out for her mother. And while she was calling out for her mother as she was dying those last few days, everybody in the house, I could tell you this. Somebody would be walking downstairs like with chanclas, like wooden chanclas. You could hear them bitches like click-clacking on the floors.
That, dude.
And especially, bro,
I literally have goosebumps right now.
And you guys know my 3 little dogs. They would bark all night.
That's what I'm saying about like children and dog or pets. The moment that happens, bro, when my dog, like, sorry to cut you off real quick. When my dog just like barks in the middle of the night, I'm like, Come here. Don't leave me.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
The ghost is just going.
Yeah. Sorry for
instigating it.
You can keep going.
And we were like, all right, well, time to sell the house. We said, fuck.
Is that really what?
Dude,
why?
There was too much shit going on in that house. And the fact that we didn't tell any of the homeowners, which is very fucked up before they bought that house.
No, like disrespect or anything, but is that why I felt kind of creeped out at your house, Brian?
100%, because there were spirits watching all of our moves.
Because one time I had to go in the bathroom, and your cousin Chris was like, oh, he was gonna show me where it was, and I was going in, and he was showing me like a little area, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? This feels kind of weird.
The bathroom where? Downstairs?
Yeah, downstairs. I forgot where, but I just started feeling creeped out.
Where the fuck is your bathroom or where was your bathroom downstairs?
It was right across when you walked in from the main door.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Next to the kitchen, and next to the big ass fucking mirror.
Oh, that means your bathrooms are linked from downstairs to upstairs. Because they're like almost in the same area, right?
Yeah, not really. Like where the bathroom is upstairs is basically the laundry room.
Oh, okay. That's true. Yep.
So he left me. He goes, "Oh yeah, like I'm gonna go outside," and I was like, "Okay." And I just start using the bathroom and everything. And I'm like, all right, I'm
Oh,
getting
was
out
this during our get together?
Yeah.
We were outside.
Yeah.
Halloween
Yeah.
time.
Basically.
No.
We had a few. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
But his cousin was there. That's the first time we all met him.
Oh, okay.
And I was finished with the bathroom. I was gonna get out, and I just fucking felt creeped out. I don't even want to go to the back door and like go. I feel weird, and I'm like,
He calls Brandon or me. Hey, can you come get me?
Hey, can you come get me here? Literally.
and then after that, other times where we went to Brandon's house, it just felt where the stairs are. From that point on, it just felt.
Is that why you got goosebumps just now when you said stairway?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because that was to me at least, it felt weird in that area.
Like it felt heavy.
Yeah, like you did not want to really go in there.
Dude? I feel like I never have these like weird feelings.
Well, okay, if you never really put your mind into it, you're not gonna.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe like I like not thinking about that. This is why I was saying I like, I don't want to say my story right now because Brandon was finishing his.
So I think the reason why you felt heavy is because you know that living room area. Basically,
Yeah.
you walk in on the left. So that's where my grandfather and grandmother stayed at. That when my grandfather was ill, and in that living room, that's where he passed. When he passed that whole time, I was basically on the stairs, obviously bawling my eyes out, telling the cops what happened, telling my side of the story. And my aunt, I think the reason why I felt heavy because I think that's when my grandfather was basically consoling me there. So basically, I think my grandfather basically owns those stairs.
Wow.
Damn.
I had a quick story about like my job. Like
This one?
yeah, this current job. They say that there's a guy who passed away, not the owner, or maybe the owner. I don't remember exactly, but they say he passed away and he like roams downstairs in the basement. And then this girl that I work with, she like when I started working there, she would be like, "Can you help me go downstairs and grab beverages?" And I'm like, "All right." And I would go down there. I would help her out.
Yeah.
Never feel anything, and she would always be like scared. And then like one time when I had to close by myself on the other side to go grab drinks downstairs, I just went, had my headphones, la 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 la, and then just grabbed the drinks and just went upstairs. Felt nothing. I'm like, why are people like freaked out about this? And like,
Little do
they
you
just tell
know.
me. No, they just tell me these stories, but because you said that, I don't put that in my head. Like, like I gotta like look out for this dude. I'm like just doing my job. I gotta go downstairs, grab stuff. I don't really like, because the moment I like you say, the moment I put like
thought
into it, I'm gonna like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks. I can't. You know what I mean? Because I don't have that like thought in my head the first time. I just go in, listen to music, listen to a podcast.
Do your thing.
Yeah, do my thing, bro. Watch someone to close today and I'll be like,
dude. I'm like, you're telling me this, and I'm thinking Dan's gonna put thought into this.
well, dude, I don't go downstairs that often at night. I got closed one day.
Yeah,
that's it.
that's
I
not
want to
bad.
close tomorrow, but I don't go downstairs. There was one every time I scare maybe that's why I scare my coworker too much. Maybe that's why I'm more aware of like, because I feel like I get her so many times by accident that she's just gonna come up behind me. So I'm like, I'm always aware.
Oh,
And she tried scaring me, and I'm like, it just doesn't work on me.
damn,
Anyways,
bro.
Dude, I hate basements now because obviously all the scary stuff I've been through in that Connecticut house. Like, I don't like before. I don't mind going down the basement. Like I want to think twice, look behind me, turn off the lights, and then run my ass upstairs. Like I never really did that, but once that shit started happening to me, like fuck that. I don't want to be down here any longer.
The demon behind he's like, oh damn, get you next time. I'm like, fuck, you turn the lights off.
Well, it's like when Brandon showed us the basement. And he goes, yeah, here's this play. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to be here.
The thing is, like, I maybe that's why, like, I don't really connect up. I mean, it's more of a personal story for Brandon, and like, I don't really connect those things immediately because I have good memories when we were taking pictures downstairs back when we were still in high school. Like, I still like have the pictures in Google Drive. I have good memories in that living room area in that hallway, like, so I don't really immediately like think about stuff like that. That's why I asked you, why the fuck do you feel that like immediately, like when you like felt that press, because you put your thought into it.
I don't know, man. Like, if you believe in all that shit,
You just feel it.
You can immediately tell what a place will feel like. Like,
All right, so when we move in, you're gonna be like my ghost detector.
no, because if I tell you if I experience shit, you're gonna be like, I don't want to live here anymore.
Literally.
I don't want to fucking.
Like, get my ass out.
I see what you mean.
That's why I'm being like, I would live in a good place, not a shitty place, or even if it's like a shittier place, but you know for sure nothing is there.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. But if it's like, there's something.
Well, if it freaks you out more, then you might tell me at some point.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we call it now?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
that's
you didn't want
funny.
to do any more Reddit stories?
Well, I was gonna say it's funny. I only read one.
I mean, I found a couple of Reddit stories.
We can do this on like
Yeah. This isn't just like.
Part 2.
yeah, we can do a part 2. We don't have to do it. We can maybe do it at sometime, not just in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Thank
just to keep the. Sorry, it's just to keep the
Tension.
theme of it.
Theme, yeah.
Like it's October, Halloween.
Yeah.
You know. All right.
Thank you, ChristopherSquawken.
Squawk.
You were the special one that gave us the story today to start it all off.
Well, actually, thank you, but like, holy shit, like your story connected to us at some form or another.
Yeah.
Whether that was some spirit dude or a BB gun. God damn. I didn't think this episode was gonna go the way that it did. I thought I was gonna read a lot more Reddit stories.
Nah,
But hey,
we
I
all
didn't realize-
experience- we all experience shit, bro.
I didn't realize that. Oh,
All right. Would you like to do it?
okay. Alrighty. Thank you for listening to this episode of Los Hijinks. It was a real scary one. Not the scariest of the bunch we have, right? You have another scary one? A few scary ones.
Maybe.
Okay. So yeah, maybe you have your own story. It's kind of hard to tell with the question, but I don't know. Maybe if you have we'll think of a story, a question for the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you like this, maybe you want to give us a follow, subscribe to us, 5 stars. Right.
5 stars.
We
Or
have
else the boogeyman will get you.
Don't
And
say
Coco.
that, dog.
don't say that.
El Cocoy.
I don't want to fucking put any juju on people.
Me neither. I don't scratch that. You know what I mean? We have the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, any other podcasting place. Buzzsprout is where originally at. So if you want to do it like that, we have Buzzsprout. That's the podcast hosting service we use.
Oh.
Like it's literally there if you want to like. People can find it there.
Yeah.
It's a little niche, but you know.
Mm.
We have Instagram. We have a TikTok. Y'all smiling at me, but while I was in the bathroom,
You ready? You ready for it?
we have Threads now. My dumbass was just like, my dumbass kind of opened it because I was like, oh, I don't want to open up Instagram. I don't want to watch any video. So I opened it and I looked at my profile and it's like, do you want to switch profiles? And I was like, yeah. And I clicked on it and I imported all the stuff from the podcast. So, we have it now. Better late than never.
Yeah.
So follow us on that too as well. YouTube, we're probably gonna be posting this full episode on there now.
Yeah.
Like with video and all.
Spooky season.
What a wonderful way to start that one. What else? That it?
I think that's it.
I think that's
Mention
it.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question. We'll think of one. I don't know.
Question: have you experienced anything spooky?
Yeah.
It don't gotta be ghost stories. It could be anything on job related, like anything that freaked you out, and people can
Oh, we gotta wrap that up.
testify with you.
All right. Yeah. Anything like that. We'll think of formatting it differently if it needs to be formatted differently. All right. Well, that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Okay.
Bye. Thank you. We love you.
Bro, as soon as we're editing this, I'm going to be like, damn, bro, I'm scared. Like, I don't want to edit this at night.
And then you see your face.
Shut the fuck up.
Go see your face. Boo.